just about to record.
Huh?
I was just about to record.
Why are you recording?
The preview.
Oh, with some chick?
I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome. Hey disgruntled, welcome to another preview video. Today, I'm going to be previewing the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And sorry, I just had to go get some sunglasses because it's super bright out here, but I wanted to do it on another roof deck preview because of how nice it's been. It's been absolutely gorgeous. I don't remember the last time it rained, to be honest, but I do in fact have some chick as well. But it is crazy to think that one of the best Eagle coaches, if not probably the best Eagles coaches of all time, and at least top 5, if not top 10 head coaches of all time outside of the Eagles, is going to be the third time that we play Coach Andy Reid, and God, that just sounds crazy. Third time. It's been 9 years since he's been on the Kansas City Chiefs, coaching like crazy, and ever since he's got there, they've been playoffs every year, and it's crazy. I said this in the podcast, but I think it's 2015 or 2016 was the last time they were dead last, in which they are dead last now. They're 1-2, but that does not mean shit. That does not mean shit at all. When it is the Kansas City Chiefs, when you're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, they could be 1-5 for all I care. You do not want to let your guard down. Not that anyone was letting their guard down, because they had two unfortunate losses. Not unfortunate losses, but kind of last-second losses, I guess, that they kind of couldn't pull through. I would have not a lot more confidence, but I would have more confidence than I do now if this game was right after the Falcon game or right after even the 49er game, even though we lost the 49ers game. I was still feeling confident, but after last loss to the Cowboys, that lost all hope for this year, and I just want to get this year over with. And we are playing back-to-back previous Super Bowl, or back-to-back, or I guess last year's Super Bowl matchup. We play the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday, and then we play the Bucs next Sunday. So back-to-back really hard matches. I mean, I guess every match for the Eagles this year is going to be a hard match, but I have absolutely zero confidence in the Eagles winning, and I don't think anyone in their right mind has the Eagles winning this game. I think it's going to be a blowout because Kansas City Chiefs are similar to the Cowboys, but the Chiefs are just basically on steroids comparatively to the Cowboys. But what I mean for this comparison, what I mean by this comparison is that Kansas City Chiefs, or this Kansas City Chiefs team right now, excluding the years past, but right now, they don't have the best defense. I mean, it's not terrible defense, it's not bottom of the league, but right now I feel like it's the top, right around middle of the pack, back half of the teams. Their defense is not doing so good. They let up 30 points to the Chargers. Wait, hold on, let me just look up. Sorry, I can't use my computer because the Wi-Fi sucks up here, so I have to use my data. But I'm going to look up the Kansas City Chiefs schedule, and I'm pretty sure they had a crap ton of points scored on them. Yeah, they had 36 points let up against the Ravens, 29 points against the Browns, and 30 points against the Chargers. So that Chiefs defense is very, very exploitative, or we can exploit that defense pretty good if we actually had an offense, and that's why I was thinking that I would feel more confident going into this game if it was right after the 49ers game or right after the Falcons game, due to the fact that Kansas City Chiefs defense is not doing good at all. I think they're dead last in rush defense and bottom of the barrel and pass defense. So they're not doing good at all on defense. They almost let up 3 straight 30-point games, and they're averaging 30-point game, or their defense is averaging, letting up 30-plus points. It's probably 31 or 32 points collectively in the past 3 games. So that's just an absurd amount of points being let up. And we talk about the Eagles defense letting up 41 points against the Cowboys, but at least we're not the Kansas City Chiefs letting up 30 points. But also, that's the only upside, is that our defense is kind of better than, or is better than, the Kansas City Chiefs defense. But that's not saying much, because their offense, I mean, the Chiefs didn't really need to have a solid defense or out of this world defense. They just needed defense to make a few stops here and there, because due to that offense. That offense is what is making this Chiefs into a dynasty, because of Patrick Mahomes, because of Kelsey, because of Hill, because of the genius mind of Andy Reid and that offensive coordinator. There's no stopping Andy Reid and that offense, and that's why they've been in these close games, because that offense is able to score 30 plus points per game, and that is why they're getting kept in these shootouts, or kept in these games where their opponent is scoring a crap ton. But I think we're going to get dominated. I think it's going to be a score of probably 35-17 Kansas City Chiefs. I know that's a blowout, and I haven't predicted a blowout against the Eagles in such a long time, but I'm trying to be more of a realist when doing these preview and recap videos, because there's been not a lot of comments, but comments throughout the year where people think my hyperboles, even in the reaction videos, are thinking that I actually think those things and aren't exaggerating those certain things. Like, oh, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, or the Eagles are going to blow them out. It's more of a hyperbole when I say those things, but not every single time, because there are some instances where, like our Super Bowl run, where I actually thought that we were going to the Super Bowl, or I actually thought that we were going to blow out teams. But during the reactions, I have a lot of heightened emotions where it's more of an exaggeration than anything. So I'm trying to bring it back, realistic view, and I just have the Kansas City Chiefs blowing out the Eagles just because of that offense. I think the Kansas City Chiefs is going to get to a hot start, exactly how the Cowboys did, 20-7 the first half. But I think it's probably going to be 21-28 points. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to score in the first half and kind of not lose their momentum, but kind of chill out in the second half. I just don't see a way that our defense can stop them due to the fact of how poorly our offense is playing. Our offense is destroying that defense, because that defense is staying on the field way too long than they're supposed to, which they get tired and then they let up more points, more yards, just more drainage of the clock that the opponents are doing. So it's kind of the same scenario. Until I'm proven that our offense can actually do something, then I'll start to feel more confidence, because I believe that our defense is there. Maybe not all the right pieces, because we have been having a lot of injuries to that defense and a couple injuries to that offensive line and our offense as a whole. But I just don't think our offense, until our offense can prove me that they can actually score, then I'm going to have confidence in that they can actually beat teams. I think everyone coming into the season, before the season even started, has the Eagles lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, rightfully so. And the past couple games, with the 49ers game and the Cowboys game, our offense hasn't been able to get started, and thus our defense is left stranded on the field for a crap ton. Our offense needs to get rolling, and in order for our offense to actually get rolling, we need to run Sanders. We can't fucking have our running backs run 3 total rushes and only give Miles Sanders 2 rushes. I know that mostly during the Cowboys game that was situational football, but still, you can't. I explained this in the Cowboys game. You can't not rush in the first half, even if you're down by 13 points throughout the game. You can't just not run in the first half and just abandon it. You have to at least run a couple times, even if you're down big, just to keep the defense honest, so that they know that you're not always passing. If we actually include our running backs, and Gainwell and Sanders, they're both very, very solid running backs, then I believe that is going to be a lot closer than a blowout, and we might actually be in this game. But even if we are in this game, I still don't think that we can actually pull it off. It's going to be a miracle. Honestly, if we beat the Kansas City Chiefs by like a last-second field goal or some crap like that, then that is going to be our Super Bowl this year, because I don't see the Eagles doing anything this year other than sucking. So I don't really have much to say other than that. It's just I don't think our cornerbacks aren't going to be able to stop Kelsey and Hill. Now, this Chiefs team right now is not playing too good. They let up 3 turnovers in the first half against the Chargers. They lost to the Chargers. They lost to back-to-back games. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a chip on his shoulder, and ain't no way he's going to lose 3 games in a row, because it's very rare for that Kansas City team to lose, but to lose back-to-back games to the Chiefs or to the Chargers and the Ravens, that's very unlikely. So I think Andy Reid and that offense and Patrick Mahomes is going to have a chip on his shoulder, and I think this is going to be a prove-it game for that offense and for that Chiefs team, saying that we're back, we aren't losers. So I think this is going to be the comeback game, and unluckily enough, it's against the Eagles. I don't think if you place any team in this game right now against the Chiefs after losing twice, Chiefs are going to have a statement game, no matter what the team, and it just so happens to be a busted and very, very new team in the Eagles, in which they are going to have that statement game where they're going to blow out the Eagles, I feel. And it frustrates me, because if we were playing a little bit better, I feel like I honestly would say that we have a chance in beating the Chiefs. But just how we've been playing, ain't no way we can. But it's just the Chiefs are playing poorly on the offensive side due to those sacks, and that entire offensive line is very brand new to the Chiefs. So it's the defense are getting to Patrick Mahomes, causing some of these turnovers. And I honestly like this matchup with our defensive line, even though Brandon Graham is out. I like this matchup with our defensive line and that Chiefs offensive line, because our offensive line as of now, our defensive line as of now is way better than their offensive line, just due to the fact that their offensive line, the Chiefs' offensive line, is so new that it takes half the season just to get accustomed to that. So I just, this game, we have a chance to actually beat a very good team. It's just that we're not in the position to actually do that, due to how new our team is actually. But it's just a shame that we're kind of quote-unquote wasting this opportunity to possibly beat a Chiefs team that is having some growing pains and some struggling early in the season. But I just don't think that they're going to continue this midway through the season. And it's the first time that Patrick Mahomes got an interception and a loss in the month of September during the Ravens. But yeah, if we can get to Patrick Mahomes, maybe we can have an opportunity. But even if we do get into Patrick Mahomes' first half of the game, don't be so oh my God, don't even get too excited or hopeful that we might be able to get to an early lead, like a 14-point lead, a 7-point lead, or even a 3-point lead. Don't get comfortable with that, because Andy Reid and that offense is going to make adjustments in the second half and comes guns a-blazing and destroy us. And I think we can have an opportunity to actually get close in the first half, stay close with them, just due to the fact that we're going to be able to get to Patrick Mahomes. But once they make the adjustments, the second half is theirs. And Andy Reid is known for a second half team. His teams are always second half teams and always do very, very well in the second half. So that's where we're going to struggle, and that's where the Chiefs are going to run away. It may be a very close game, like a 3-point game, a 7-point game early in the first half, but they're going to carry it away. And yeah, and also last thing to wrap up this video, because this video is already very long, but I just like talking this nice weather. I'm probably going to lump a reaction video and a recap video. This Sunday, there's not going to be 2 separate videos. There's not going to be a reaction and a recap video, but I'm working all day Sunday from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. on set. I'm doing some grunt work for a studio this Sunday and Monday, so I'm going to miss the game. Sadly, I'm going to miss the game, but I'm going to watch the highlights, do a recap video. And I think this is my first game that I missed since the Dolphins-Eagles game freshman year, when I missed it, because I was with Janet when we lost to the Dolphins. So that's the last time I missed an Eagles game. It's kind of sad that I've just had such a long stretch, and that's due to the fact that I've been doing these reaction videos every single week, week in and week out. It's kind of weird missing an Eagles game, because it does not happen that much. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a reaction recap video. I'm going to head out, eat this chick, enjoy this nice day, and thanks for watching.